If you would like an example of how not to do consent and entitlement, I have one for you here. If you put details about yourself on a dating site, you have given consent for the information there to be used only for that interaction and for that initial introductory piece. It's not an invitation because you haven't necessarily added in all your other details, professional email, etc., even your second name. For someone to go and Google you, find you on LinkedIn, take a real data scrape of your profile, screenshot it, host it on their own URL, and then do a really granular critique of everything that's going on your profile and what's wrong with it. You should never do that, A, because it's a dick move, but B, because you weren't given consent based on the context of your introduction and your interaction to go and find those details, and certainly it's not going to help your chances when it comes to potentially being a future romantic partner. This really happened, and it was gross. But the issue that I have, and that I think is sparking this week's particular conversation, is we have a problem with entitlement in our society. And I think it's Blake Hudson who talks about the entitlement gap, which is amazing. You should go and check out his work, it's brilliant. But entitlement is dangerous because it breeds contempt for consent. And the reason that consent is so important is because that is what creates a sense of safety. Marcus Kauke, phenomenal on the biosafety front, absolutely someone you should be learning from and listening to. But if you can't create a sense of safety, how on earth, how on God's green earth, are you going to find a way to make trust happen? It isn't going to, because you're so fixated on what you want and getting what you want that in your mind, the end justifies the means. Please, please hear this. Do not let that fester in your sales and marketing interactions. In no way, shape or form should you feel entitled to anything from any interaction, basically ever. What you want to do is look at the information that you've been given and then create enough of a sense of safety with that person for them to offer you more. Or if you'd like to know more, ask permission to do so first. It's not rocket science, lads. Let's get on it.